Welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited about this video. I've been wanting to make this custom character in Xenoverse basically since I started. It's the fusion of Tien and Yamcha, Tiencha. Something that I believe was introduced in either Dragon Ball Fusions or Dragon Ball Budokai 2. Those are the two things I know it from personally. And you've been able to make it in Xenoverse for the entire time I've played it and for a very long time. It just hasn't been available for new players in like the entire time I've played the game, or like just for very many years. So it's really cool that it's available to do now, and it's pretty easy to do. So I'll show you how to do that, make the custom character, and like the move set and things I have on him. But if you come over to the accessory shop, which if you don't know where it is, I'll show you on the map here in a second. But you just come over here and you buy it. You don't even have to do anything crazy like a raid or do anything timed event or anything. You can just come in here and buy it. So I hope to do this with more clothing options and stuff. That'd be really cool. You just go down to the TP section. You do have to spend 80 TP medals to get it, but that's not too bad for a pretty rare wig like this. And it gives you the Tien Yamcha fusion wig, which is really cool. Now for making the custom character itself, you'll basically want to just follow these steps. You can make a couple little changes if you have like a difference of opinion on how it should be made. But I basically did it like this, and these are the settings I used. I made them max height because technically Yamcha and Tien are both taller than Goku, so I found that fitting. And I didn't give him max strength because when I compared it to the arms of Tien and Yamcha's body, I found this one the most fitting. And these are the settings I used. I wasn't 100% on the nose, but other than that, I found it pretty fitting. I got like the eye scar, the mouth scar, and everything like that. And that's the skin I switched to because I had a lighter skin character before, and it just looked wrong when it stood next to Yamcha or Tien. So I made it a little bit darker skinned. It doesn't look as good in the loading screen, or like in the lobby, but when you're playing, it looks better, I think. And those are the settings I used. I do use Japanese voice actors just for a warning for the voice for. I don't know what the English voice actors will be. And these are the clothing options I used. Now, you can just use the Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super Gogeta clothes, but if you have the custom outfit, these are technically the colors from like the official artwork and like the in-game stuff from like Budokai 2 and things like that. So these are the colors of his fusion outfit. So I did use the custom ones to make it more fitting, and I found this to basically be as perfect as you can get them in-game. And this is like my main move set. I do have some other presets and things like that, but I found this basically to be the best overall pick of all of his moves. But I think you could basically make anything out of his moveset, and these are my other presets. And also with this character, you can also do some cool things with Yamcha. So like I have Ultra Instinct Yamcha on this build, Dragon Ball Super Yamcha, his OG Dragon Ball Yamcha, and then I believe I also have, Baseball Yamcha. So you can also do some Yamcha build stuff on this as well, with your other presets, which is also cool. And then this is comparing my custom character next to Tien. Like his heights, everything's pretty good. I think it's like muscle width, they're pretty good. And stance up with the Earthling, it looks pretty good. And then that's comparing it to Yamcha. Little bit taller than Yamcha, but I think it fits about as good as you can get it in game. You could maybe go a little bit darker on the skin color if you want to fit more with Yamcha, but I found this to be a good match. And then I just wanted to show off some of like my moveset and seeing him use the moves and everything as a character. I thought it looked pretty good, and it's just really cool to have like a custom fusion in the game that looks this proper, because usually you have to sacrifice when you're doing a fusion's hairstyle because it never really works that well. So just something really cool in the game. But other than that, that'll be pretty much it for this video. Something a little bit different on my channel. I might do different builds in the future, or just showcase some of my different things in Xenoverse, because it is just one of my favorite games personally. Plus, it's just really cool, and I have seen that there is some older videos on this, but I thought a new fresh one would be pretty cool. But that'll be all. I'll catch you guys all later. Peace.